We see them all the time, right? Those super smart all black birds. But have you ever actually stopped and wondered what they might be thinking about us? Today, we're diving into a really strange question. When you look at a crow, are you seeing a friend? Or maybe, just maybe, a spy? There's this old warning that says you should not feed crows because you may not be able to handle the consequences. Wow, that sounds pretty ominous, doesn't it? I mean, what could possibly happen from just feeding a bird? Well, let's get into a story that shows us exactly what those consequences might look like. And like a lot of strange stories, this one kicks off with something incredibly small. Almost nothing, really. Just a simple, everyday moment. Okay, so picture this. Some person sees a crow, and just on a whim, they toss it a little piece of a snack. That's it. That's the whole thing. It's a brief interaction that most of us would probably forget about in like 5 seconds. But for that crow, oh, that single moment was the start of something absolutely wild. Because, what happened next was totally unexpected. That tiny little act of kindness was about to spiral into a consequence that would change, well, everything. So a few days go by. And then the original crow comes back. Okay, maybe that's not so surprising, right? It probably just remembers, hey, this is a good spot for a free meal. Makes sense. But this time, it wasn't alone. Not by a long shot. The crow literally brought its entire flock with it. And all of a sudden, that one bird turned into more than 50, all hanging out right near this person's home. And this is where the whole vibe just completely changed. I mean, every single time the person left their house, there they were. A silent audience just perched on power lines, on rooftops, in the trees. It became this constant kind of unnerving feeling of being watched. So what is going on here? Is this some kind of feathered mob shaking someone down for snacks? Or is there actually a scientific reason for all this? Let's peel back the curtain on the incredible, secret memory of crows. You see, this behavior isn't random at all, and it's definitely not a coincidence. There's a really fascinating scientific reason behind this sudden, massive get-together, and it all comes down to the unique way a crow's brain is wired. Well, the simple answer is that crows are just not ordinary birds. They are among the most intelligent animals on the entire planet. They can solve complex problems, they can even use tools, and central to our story, they have this unbelievable ability to recognize individual human faces. Their long-term memory is insane, and they are intensely social creatures. This right here, this is the key to the whole mystery, facial recognition. It means a crow doesn't just see a human, it sees you. It remembers your specific face, and it files that information away. There was this famous study at the University of Washington that proved it. Researchers wore masks, and the crows that were treated badly by someone in a certain mask would remember and actually scold that mask for years. They even taught the other crows that the person in that mask was a threat. So this brings us to the final and honestly, the most surprising turn in this whole story. That feeling of being watched, yeah, that was about to transform into something else completely. And here it is, the huge shift in perception. That initial kind of creepy feeling of, they are watching me, slowly turned into something totally different. They have become my bodyguards. The surveillance didn't feel threatening anymore. It actually felt protective. And that is the heart of it all. For a crow, that one little snack wasn't just about food. Nope. It was a social signal. It created a bond. That one positive experience told the entire flock that this specific human with this specific face is a friend. And crows, they never, ever forget a friend. And get this, it gets even more incredible. This friendship can actually become a two-way street. There are documented cases where crows have been seen leaving little gifts, things like shiny pebbles, buttons, little bits of metal, for the humans who are consistently kind to them. It's their own unique way of saying, hey, thanks. So that leaves us with one final question to chew on. After everything we've just talked about, is feeding a crow just a simple, forgettable act? Or when you factor in their intelligence, their memory, their complex social lives, could it actually be the beginning of a very strange and very real friendship? Next time you see one, it's definitely something to think about.